Okay, thank you all for being here for the case between Allmost V NGSun. Since Allmostacat is not going to be here, he will be attending this court date virtually. So, let's begin. Court is now in session. So, first of all, I'm going to review. Actually, I'd like to review yours, NGSun, if you can provide me the book that you've written.
I got two.
Why would we read his defense claim before we read his prosecution claim?
We'll read that. I just need to have his book.
The book and quill is the what's it called? Is my evidence that I have that I.
Okay, thank you. You may be seated.
Yeah.
Okay. The prosecution of Allmostacat has presented the following case. The Supreme Court of Donutopia, case number 25-1108, MC Allmostacat, plaintiff v. NGSun, the defendant. Complaint for theft and duplication of goods. Plaintiff Allmostacat hereby files this complaint against defendant NGSun and alleges the following. 1. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has jurisdiction over all matters arising with the realm and server of Donutopia, including but not limited to theft, griefing, and duping violations. 2 statements of facts. Plaintiff, a respected and law-abiding citizen of Minecraftia, is the rightful owner of a large collection of enchanted books, beacons, and other equipment, all obtained through fair gameplay and countless mining sessions. Approximately 144 enchanted books, including multiple mending, sharpness 5, and protection 4, 3 beacons painstakingly crafted through legitimate wither boss battles, various netherite tools. Following the theft, plaintiff discovered duplicate copies of the stolen goods appearing in nearby player markets, suggesting the defendant had engaged in item duplication exploits, a violation of server fair play code. Causes of action: count 1, theft of property, Minecraft Penial Code. Defendant knowingly, willfully, and sneakily took items belonging to plaintiff, with the intent to permanently deprive plaintiff of said property. Count 2, duplication of items, Server Ethics Act. Defendant knowingly engaged in item duplication glitches from personal enrichment and server deexploitation. Count 3, general server mischief, public content clause. Defendant's actions cause widespread server imbalance, player distrust, and emotional damage. As a direct result of defendant's actions, plaintiff suffered the following damages: emotional stress, economic loss equal to roughly 12 netherite blocks of fair market value. Reputational harm, as several players accused plaintiff of being complicit in the duping scandal. Prayer for relief, wherefore plaintiff respectfully requests that this honorable court order the immediate deletion of duplicated goods, sentence defendant to 7 days in the server jail at spawn, award plaintiff 3 bonus beacons as punitive damages, mandate a public apology in global chat, be broadcast at peak server hours, and grant any additional relief deemed just and fair. This was dated November 8, 2025. Respectfully submitted by Allmostacat, the plaintiff and law citizen of CAT, Representative Pro. See, because cats need no lawyer. Okay, so that's the argument that is being presented against NGSun. That's why we're here today. So let's take a look at the defense.
In my book, it starts on the second page. Don't mind the first page, and yeah, it starts on the third page.
I got it. Lawsuit Allmostacat v. NGSun. I want to call Exoswall to the stand.
Third page, please.
You want to actually call him to the stand? You can.
Not right this second.
Okay, so in my defense, I did the duping because there was never publicly announced, but only on a board New Ferdinand. In my defense, I did thief, but it was when I first started and I never looked at the rules and looked at it later. In the emotional distress, I could never even do this, a charge that he thinks is okay, but it's not. In my defense, the widespread panic is not what I was doing. I was doing investigation on the thief and destruction of places, and when I was letting everyone know about the crimes, not to spread panic, and no panic was spread. Okay, so that's the defense.
Can I question
I would like to hear the prosecution from Allmostacat himself.
Okay, NGSun, so you have said that you did dupe because you didn't know it was illegal, and then you said you didn't look at the rules when you were thieving in your claim also. So that means you just assumed that you could have just assumed duping was completely against the rules, and you still completely did it. Is that correct?
Yes, but in
So
my defense,
you were
that
knowing you were doing something illegal.
technically it's not really illegal. It was never
Technically,
publicly announced.
you said you didn't look at the rules, so you wouldn't know that. And just assuming
Actually,
based off.
that was
Wait,
like
hold
after
up.
that was
I'm
fucking.
I'm talking. Please explain to me how you would just assume duping was completely for the rules when other things like X-raying weren't, which are a lot less vile crimes. And then also, exploiting is against Minecraft's terms of service. So you were assuming that the server completely breaks the rules of Minecraft itself. Can you explain that?
We're talking about the realm itself. We're not talking about. Are we talking about literal Minecraft or the realm Minecraft inside the realm?
I'm saying if a game physically says that exploiting is against the rules in their public servers, like and all that, would you assume that it would be completely fine for a server in Minecraft to?
I mean, do you not see thousands of people posting every day on social media about duping glitches? Like,
are you one to look at the news and see how people are killing people and do that? Because that seems what you're making the comparison to.
No. What I'm saying is, hold up, Loki. Can you restate that, please? Yeah, again.
When you watch any true crime documentary, are you influenced to do those crimes as well?
No.
So why is it? Never mind. Just ignore that. Anyways, yeah. Back to the main point. You believe duping is completely fair and just.
I mean, technically, duping.
Technically, I want to hear your opinion. I don't want to hear technically.
On Minecraft, I've never actually read their things, so I would never know that. I actually read the server rules like after I did the thieving, and then no duping was ever said, so I ended up duping.
So, of course, the logical next step for everyone is just from seeing that X-raying is banned and like hacking is banned, but duping that just be fair game. Would you say that?
I mean, technically, duping is not fair game. I know that.
Again, I don't care technically. I care what you would think based off complete blanket statement.
Well, if I can provide a little bit of fact checking here, I mean, to be fair, there are plenty of servers that actually do allow duping, like 2B2T, yes, for example. They do allow duping. Yes. And I do think that Allmostacat's claim is a bit irrelevant because, listen, while Minecraft may not allow it, servers do allow it. It's kind of a different jurisdiction here.
Well, they have.
But on the other hand, Allmostacat is correct. You would assume that would be illegal. That's a good point.
Anyways, yeah. Do you think that anyone should be able to dupe and not be punished for
it? No.
So why do you think you're getting away with doing this without punishment?
I mean, eventually, I said, when I first did this, I said, eventually I'm going to get caught and something's going to happen. So, I already called this.
You called this, so you still did it knowing you would get punished?
Yeah.
So, you're completely admitting guilty to duping?
I mean, haven't I already made that clear?
Well, he has technically pleaded to being guilty of the duping crime. That's not even a question.
I've said that. I've made that clear so many times.
He's pled guilty to the duping crime.
Just making sure.
Now, you did have other things that were not related to duping. That's what I would like to have this case about.
But I was just rebuttaling his claims where he was like, well, I didn't read the rules.
Well, honestly, NGSunYt, you should have just said that you made a plea deal that you basically made a plea that you're guilty to it. So let's just focus on the things that are a bit more hearsay.
I'm done with my questioning to his initial statement.
Okay. NGSun, you did say you have some witnesses you'd like to call to stand, and I don't want this to be about the
Yeah.
duping. I want this to be about the other claims. So, can you provide any witnesses you want? It's your stand.
Yes. Access wall. I'd like to call access wall to the stand.
Let me get. Does he talk through VC?
Yeah, you can talk if it's
Let me get it in here.
access. Yeah.
So NGSun has called you as a witness, and before you say anything, I need you to promise that you're going to tell the truth here and you're not going to lie, and that if you are caught lying, that's its own case, or we can go after you for lying. So, do you promise, in the court of law, to tell the truth?
Promise not to lie.
Okay. NGSun, you may ask your witness.
Can I have my book, please? That it has my question in it.
Yes.
All right, low-key, we should really hurry this up because my phone's on 7% and for some reason it ain't charging.
Thank you.
Oh, come on. Excuse me.
Let's see. Access wall. Did I not steal because I did not read the rules at the time? Didn't I not?
I can't confirm that, like you stole, like, very little, but, like, still, I've personally helped you get some of those things. Like, some stuff you carry, like, now, I've been there personally.
Okay.
But, yeah, I can confirm you did steal just a few things. Because you didn't.
Okay.
It's mainly because, like, it's like, it was like around the start of the server, like back when you joined. I mean, that's the wise. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all.
all right.
Would the prosecution like to question the witness?
Well,
I would.
You may question the witness.
So, access wall. How long
Yep.
have you known NGSun? Because this plays into the witness. You can. It's like if you were to call up Al Capone and then he would come on to witness. He would pull to the stands one of his head gangsters and saying, "Oh, he'd never done anything illegal." I don't think this.
Yeah, I kind of get that, but I've known him since like 7th grade, really.
Pretty long time. But would you say you've known him longer than you have known anyone else on the server compared to like anyone who you have met through the server?
Well, yeah, but low-key, you guys are chill, so I kind of don't want to lie right now. Plus, I know if I do get caught lying, I'm gonna freaking like get in trouble myself. So
I know, but anyways, yeah. Also, I would like to question NGSun. What exactly did you call up this witness to say? Like, what did you witness?
yeah, well, you didn't even ask me that kind of a question.
I'm questioning NGSun. I know.
I mean, I called
I was
him up
talking to
to
him.
fact check the theft on the one that you put on the one I'm
The
being.
theft where what's his name? Access Wall wasn't even online.
No, he was when I did
He was when you did steal.
Yes, he was online with me.
So, what did you just steal? But like, I'm talking about the one where you, what was it? November? No, it was October 24th or 23rd. I think it was the 24th.
Oh,
where
dang. And I'm basically useless here.
Yeah, he wasn't on. So, how would that ever play into this whatsoever?
I was.
Do I go back? Do I just go back to the audience?
I think we should throw out the witness.
Yeah, you can leave.
It is completely.
Okay, NGSun, do you want to call any more witnesses to the stand?
I'd like to call this guy right here.
Dab Hero?
I'd like to use both, if that's all right.
Dab Hero or Brick?
We can do both.
Both? Well, so before you are called to a witness, I need you to promise that you're going to tell the truth, and that if you do lie, you will be punished by realm law. Is that understood?
Yep.
Okay. NGSun, you can ask him whatever you want.
So on the 24th, when you first joined, did
What is
Did
his
I do-
username? What is his username, please? I'm sorry.
Right.
his
Uh,
username is
on the
Mob
realm.
Slayer.
All right.
Mob Slayer.
Thank you.
Brick, can on the 24th, was I with you that whole day on the 24th?
Yes, you were.
And did I ever fly off? Did I ever fly off or around? Did I ever fly off?
No, you did not.
Did I? Did I ever? What's it called? What's it called? Did I show you around Donutopia? I mean, New Ferdinand.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay. And when I was with you, did I steal anything of sort?
No, actually, you were trying to enforce the rule that I should not steal.
Yes. And did you ever go on and steal after I took you on a tour?
No, I did not.
Okay. That's all.
All right.
Interrogation. That he had given you some things. Can you please list those things? Like,
I am
all he has
not-
given.
Oh, pretty sure he gave me some netherite, armor trim. Gave me armor. He gave me, I think it was some diamond, some like one iron, I think.
All right.
What
Has he given
else?
you any like material mineral, like iron, emeralds, stuff like that?
No.
So you've agreed that in the I've also got on record that NG-Sun had said that he'd shown me a image of your house and a chest, and it had a stack and 57 diamonds.
That is false. That was not his house. That was my
You
brother.
literally said that was his house.
Oh, that's my
You said
brother's.
that was Mob Slayer's house.
No, he said that.
Sorry,
that
that's
was
my
his
brother's
brother.
house. That is my brother's house.
Brick, how would you have anything to say about this? You were not present at the interrogation.
Well, I was in the call for when he was talking about his brother's house.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. Just because I wasn't
There's-
talking does not mean I
No,
was.
there was physically no way you were in there because it was me, Cage, and him. And if you had said anything or even joined the call, like
Wasn't
Mouse did, it would be
wasn't
on the transcription robot, which it isn't.
Hold on. Wasn't it in the community hangout?
Brick,
No,
you're
it was in
talking
the
about
lounge.
Brick. You're talking about with. It's just me and it was just me, you, and my brother. It's just me, you, and my brother. It wasn't you weren't there for that.
No. I'm talking about today with the community hangout. Weren't you
I've
talking
never-
about his house?
Yeah, I've never. That was not the interrogation.
That was with Gala.
That's completely. That's not.
Okay, my bad. I got that mixed up.
Anyways. Yes, so you had diamond armor and upgraded to netherite. You're Mob Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Do you have your brother here, NG-Sun?
I can go get him on the call. Yes.
I think
That
you can. I think I can just present evidence about this. He has. Did you actually just? Have you given him? What have you given your brother?
so I've given him half a stack of. I've given him half a stack of diamond blocks. I gave him, I think, 3 or 4 totems, some gear, some diamond gear, but thinking iron, something iron. I don't remember what. I gave him an
That's
iron
also
pick, a diamond
inaccurate.
pick.
That's completely. I mean, that was inaccurate to what you said in the VC, but continue.
And by the way, I wasn't entirely sure what I gave him, so because that was like a bad go. But I believe that's all I gave him.
That was it.
Yeah, but I think a few and some golden carrots, maybe.
All right.
May I say something? I'd like to ask what this interrogation is about. Is this about number 4, I guess count 4 on the damages, or is this about count 3, which would be general server mischief? Well, so like, what are we disputing right here? I haven't seen any evidence of this of the
I'm talking about stealing right now,
stealing.
and here's a surefire way to show.
Is this the 12 netherite blocks that were stolen?
This is not the 12 netherite block is the value equivalent if you read the document. But
so what was stolen? And what date? What date was it discovered stolen?
It was discovered stolen about a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago. It was probably like a week ago or so. I remember being on voice chat with someone,
Why
and
not?
I saw,
Why
and
not
I said, "Wow!"
start the lawsuit sooner? I mean, it seems like you were pretty sure
this was
yourself
I was
now.
finding evidence, and if I had opened a lawsuit sooner, then he would have gone to further lengths to hide more things. Yes.
Okay, so when was the day that the netherite blocks were stolen? What day?
There was no netherite blocks.
It's the
that were
equivalent.
stolen.
He's saying it's not
sorry.
actually netherite
equivalent.
blocks.
Oh, sorry. All right, then continue.
Okay. Anyways, I was in GC with maybe, I don't know, I think it was someone on the lower income side. They needed enchanting, and I said, just come to the library. There's enchantment books and an enchanting table here, and it's public, and there's a lapis. It's great. And then when I went to check on that, I saw a chest that's set with a bunch of iron blocks in the corners. And it said, sorry, I needed books.
Well, we
and
don't
it
know
had,
who wrote that, though. Do you have any evidence
Yeah.
that this is NGSun?
I know, but then further questioned, I did ask him about this. This is barely, it does kind of prove something, but it's not really my main case with this. But he bragged to me about how he had 21 stacks of iron blocks.
NGSun?
He has no iron farm, and then he said that, and then he also, at his hotel, he had a public enchanting table with a grindstone and a full set of books, and an enchanting table. May I say he does not...
It is a bit suspicious considering, I mean, you did have the easiest access to all those books that he had.
I completely believe that he could have done all that by himself.
So you do believe that he could have done that by himself? I
think that's just a coincidence. I don't think that's anything with the case. But
well, I would like to bring a point. So I've heard a little bit from both sides here, and this is mainly regarding the theft. If I could get that book, thank you. I'd like to talk about particularly one of your claims here, which is count 3. And in count 3, you say that NGSun, the defendant, engaged in what you described as general server mischief, public conduct clause. Defendant's actions cause widespread server imbalance, player distress, and emotional damage. I'd like to see your evidence for that NGSun did that.
Brick, you may leave the stand, by the way. I'm sorry for keeping you up here. But that is because I think the server imbalance and all this stuff, first it started with iron being completely inflated after a shulker box went missing after the mob war full of iron blocks from one of my iron farms from the redstone add-on. And that had a entire, completely filled to the brim. And I asked Dapio about it, and I said it was still on your table when we left the mob war. or I left the mob board rather. But when I asked him about Dab Hero about it, he said it was taken by Excess Wall, which may I say they were sharing a base not too long ago. And then when I came,
You're saying Excess Wall stole the iron.
well, he did, and then I
So
asked him about
what's
it,
that to do
and
with
then
the
he gave
defendant
me it
NGSun?
back. He gave me. I'm getting to it. He gave me the shulker box back, but it only had 3 stacks of iron blocks in it. So someone had taken what? Almost. What's 21 minus? It's just 6. 6 stacks of iron blocks. Or no, it's 20. Oh my god. Someone had taken
19.
no, it's not 19. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about this a lot. it's 24 stacks of iron blocks, which would kind of sync up with if Excess Wall pocketed some for himself and gave some to Excess Wall, or not to NGSun.
But you said there was 20. There's only 22 slots in a shulker, and you
There's
said 24.
27. I don't know what you're on about.
There is.
Yes, there's 9. They go by 9, and then there's 3 of them, so there is 27 of them.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Anyways, again, not accusing NGSun directly of taking this. I think it is possible to get that, but I think it is really hard to do that while trading, while building, while what else? Trading, building, and smelting, all of that.
What I'm saying is that on count 3, you don't actually have sufficient evidence to convict him.
I think he is.
Because you haven't explained this. You haven't explained how his actions. So, what are the actions you're talking about? Because you said his actions caused widespread
significant server inflation distress.
So how did he inflate the economy?
By taking and distributing a lot of iron, completely deflating it to anyone. I had to change prices at New Ferdinand to get a freeloader tax because of him.
Was the iron that you're claiming was stolen, was it taken when you were online?
Huh?
The iron that you said that was stolen out of that shulker, were you
I was offline, and I left the game, and then I came back, and it was not there.
So you're suggesting it was Excess Wall who took it, and then it somehow got to NGSun.
As Dab Hero said, it was Excess Wall.
So if it's Excess Wall, what does that have to do with the defendant, NGSun?
He shared a base with him not too long ago. And they are completely aligned in multiple things.
Maybe he was an accomplice?
Back in the day, he did admit to duping with Excess Wall.
Well, we've already established that he's duped.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to establish that he's.
Here's what I'm trying to establish. I'm trying to figure out how NGSun has caused widespread server imbalance, which I have not seen personally, and player distress and emotional damage. How did he emotionally hurt you?
I was doing. I did a complete price breakdown at New Ferdinand because of him, and this was because of emotional distress. But
I'm pretty sure that wasn't that the whole freeloading thing you did with the diamonds and everything?
Yes, the freeloading thing. Triple prices
sure the diamonds were obtained legally.
Well, they were. That's completely not important.
If I'm correct, Galileo is kind of the one who started it, or Dab Hero. Actually, Dab Hero was. Dab Hero got the money from Gala, and then diamonds were distributed to NGSun.
Shulker boxes. I know, but iron inflation is what we're talking about here. Diamond inflation has nothing to do with this. isn't really on task, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, yeah,
where did NGSun go? Oh, he's behind me.
he's
NGSun, I'd like to question you on count 3. What are your thoughts on this? Because he's saying that you caused widespread server imbalance, player distress, and most damage. Is that true?
No, what I was actually doing in that was accounting everything, because crime was going on at the server while everyone was offline. So I was taking account because I started realizing it. So I started taking account, which has it, and you have it in your inventory in the book and quill. I've noted everything that was missing and destroyed, some destruction. Yeah.
Did you have any involvement in the whole stealing of iron blocks? Because he says that you live with Exodus Wall, and Wall apparently has been known to take things. Dapper even said that. He also said that Exodus Wall did take some diamonds, not diamonds, but he did take some iron blocks, according to Dapper. So there is being a suggestion by the prosecution that you are an accomplice to Exodus Wall. Is that true?
In this scenario, no, I did not. Actually, not in this scenario. Actually, I have never taken. I don't even know about any iron blocks. Actually, I never even knew about iron blocks. That he even
the whole
had any iron
concept, or
blocks.
what?
Like the whole concept. I didn't even know he had any of
You
those
had
iron
no
blocks.
idea iron blocks existed.
Oh, sorry.
Just
I mean,
none of it.
Sorry. No, I didn't know that he stole the iron blocks, honestly. All I know is that I was living my life, he was living his life, and we were in the same base. That's it. I didn't know anything about any stolen iron blocks. If he did, he told me, but if he did, I don't remember. If you want, you can call him up. I don't care.
Okay, here's what I want to do. Allmostacat, as the prosecution, I'd like to hear what is the ideal ruling for you? Like, what do you want from NGSun? What do you want as compensation for this? Because you did say what you wanted, but you weren't exactly clear on it. You did say you want him to spend 7 days. We've already established that the duping thing has already been a plea deal to it, so you already know that he's guilty of that. As for everything, really everything else, I don't see. I see as speculatory. There's really no actual evidence for it, to be fair. There are some coincidences. This is what I'm noticing here. I mean, yeah, maybe he was with Axis Wall during that time. Doesn't mean he had any involvement. I mean, you could live with someone and not know they're out there stealing. I mean, that's kind of an unfortunate reality. And then you did say you also wanted bonus beacons. So were beacons stolen? Is that one of the things that you got stolen? Yeah, if you could answer what I asked, like what do you want from this case?
I would like to show. I want the server to actually show that duping and stealing and using other people's property is completely unjust and without permission is completely impermissible and cannot take place in the server.
I tell you what will definitely happen out of this. You're almost going to guarantee that we're going to make it pretty public that duping is not allowed on here. We do not allow that. That is cheating. That's that's right next to X-raying and all that sort of stuff. We don't allow exploits around here. When it comes, especially item duping, because item duping is just unfair. It's almost as unfair as X-raying, right? It's not even more unfair because you can duplicate practically anything. But essentially, stealing is already established to be allowed as long as, obviously you're online. But you weren't online for a lot of this, right? And that's why it would be legal. And that's why we're here today.
This is one
irrefutable claim. Do you want to just get rid of stealing altogether? Like stealing being illegal regardless of if you're online or not?
That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't really don't care to change the entire server rules based on my experience with it. I think that stealing shouldn't be punished when it is detected. And taking things without asking is completely impermissible when someone is offline. And I think should be shown that way. And here is one of the...
really provided much evidence to suggest NGSun
No, but
was
I'm about to do an irrefutable claim. At his base, he has 2 beacons. Anyone associated with Dab Hero has only killed 1 Wither. Explain to me how that works.
One moment. NGSun,
What is
I'd like to ask you
beacon?
something.
Yeah.
Where did you get those 2 beacons from?
I got them from Dab.
And do you know where Dab Hero acquired them from?
Gallo.
Gala?
Although Gala, if you look at the kill feeds, he has killed 1 Wither.
He has multiple
I think
Nether
Gala's
stars.
killed many Withers, not gonna lie. I think
He's literally... Well, that is completely preposterous unless they're duped Nether stars, because it shows when you kill multiple Withers, as you've seen with me. Going back, you can see he beat the Wither again. Allmostacat beat the Wither again. And then the Wither has been defeated. And it only shows once for Gala.
So you're suggesting that NGSun has stolen 2 beacons from you, right?
He's stolen at least 1, is what I'm saying.
1 beacon. I have not stolen any beacons. I have no clue where you live. In fact, I only know Cat Manor, which is somewhere I don't even know where. I don't even know where you live. How would I? Yeah, wasn't I there?
Well, there was a beacon.
Yeah, but why at the time you were there with me? Why? What was the point of stealing it? Because you could just kill me right then and there.
I don't have any beacons at Cat Manor, just saying. But at Fort Chuck, there was a beacon, and that beacon is no longer there, believe it or not.
Well, I would have nothing with it, because I was only there the 1 time with you, and you were there literally watching me the whole time.
You're saying you've never ever seen Fort Chuck when I've not been online. Never even went near it. My actual Cat Manor.
What about Fort Chuck? There was
a beacon there. There was.
I don't even know about a beacon. I didn't even know there was a beacon there, honestly. All right, continue.
So, you said you were talking, I'm sorry. So you said that is the one on Fort Chuck, and I said, yes, that is. So,
Fort Chuck is right across from Woodchester?
it's on Woodchuck Bay.
Okay, first of all, I didn't even know that there was a beacon there to begin with. I don't even know that there was even a beacon there. I didn't even know. I've been in there several times, never seen a beacon. And when I was talking to Dad, he said he's had it in there for a while, and he said he got it from there.
So you are actually convicted of one of the crimes. I did say in the.
How would I be? How would I say I am? I'm saying that I didn't. I didn't even know that there was.
Are you in any way associated with Dab Hero? Which obviously you are. Your friends and your allies, right?
I wouldn't say we're allies. I'd say we're.
So he's just someone who gives you something. He's just someone who gives you stuff for free.
Okay. Can I call someone up to the stand, please?
Who?
Sure. I was making dinner real quick.
Oh, good. NGSun is call you to the stand. You may approach him, ask him questions related to the topic, of course.
am offline. My Minecraft account is offline, I will say.
That's fine. You don't have to be here.
He was bugging me about it, so he wanted to talk about it.
Just had a minor little question. This is a matter of his son stealing from Allmostacat, correct?
Yeah. NGSun is being accused of
conspiring with
stealing.
the,
And he's got really two major claims against him. He's got
conspiring with the thief is another
7
one.
days in server jail, and then he's got like 3 punitive damages, which would be put on him as well. It's what was being suggested as punishment. But the two things they really want is he's really being charged for damages, and then he's also being charged for widespread server imbalance, player distress, and emotional damage. So he's being charged. Duplication has already been proved. He's guilty of that. That's already been established. There's no going around that. What we are trying to figure out is if in any way Allmostacat's claims hold up, is what I'm trying to figure out here, because a lot of what I'm saying here is, there's some connections there, but there's not enough evidence to really convict him fully. That's what I'm saying here. It's really a little bit speculatory when it comes to something. That's what I'm trying to figure out, and that's why I'm giving Allmostacat a lot of chances to give some evidence that can some harder evidence that can get NGSun. It was definitely him,
Why do you think Sun would steal when he has direct connections to me?
Well,
what would his motives be to steal? Not Gala.
He's already stolen before, so and why would you dupe when you're associated with you? It's all these things, but he has proven to just not rely on you.
That's true.
He's vaguely
to not regard the rules, but we still put them in high placing. Wasn't Catsy the judge of a case before?
Yeah, and what is he?
It was an arbitrary case, not a server log case. This is a server log case.
Ever used broken a rule like X-Ray?
Oh yeah, X-Ray.
Yeah,
I'm sure there, but that doesn't really excuse the presence of NGSun's. Just because someone else did something illegal.
Ever hear the term an eye for an eye?
So you're not really a lawyer here, unless you're a witness. You're not really supposed to have stands.
Allmostacat.
Yes, I have. Hammurabi's Code.
An eye for an eye makes a whole world of that. He stole from you, so you speak.
Mm-hmm.
And you want something in return for that?
I don't want anything for return. I've made that pretty clear. I want beacons in return, I guess, but that's just return. I'll take return.
That's like all you want physically from him. You want 2 beacons from him.
I want retribution, and I want like actual punishment.
Do you want him to get 7 days of jail?
I want my beacon back, of course, but all charges and damages are up to the judge of what is given. It's not really. I don't really want material wealth back.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, that does make sense.
You want the beacon that you lost returned to you, and punishments applied to the person who
can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
You want what you believe was stolen from you returned, correct? And you wish for punishment to be applied, if deemed necessary, to NGSun.
Yes.
I see. How curious. How very, very curious. Allmostacat.
Also, again, why are you up here? You're not a witness.
No, I'm the dude's father, and I'm eventually just going to pay any fine he goes through and probably do whatever else.
Really
Mr. Mayor, are you representing NGSun as like a lawyer?
Austin, you already know it can't be predicted. Also, 12 days. Wait for that.
Well, 12 days is irrelevant from the current case.
I was just about to ask him a question, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, NGSun, please ask Al a question if he is a witness.
Yeah, I'd like to ask him a question.
Go ahead.
He left the entire thing. He's not.
Oh, he left?
Yeah, he left the entire thing. He said he wouldn't be predicted, and then left the entire thing.
I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna say I want you guys to give me your final closing statements. First, I'm gonna ask prosecution. What would you like to say as a closing statement?
I would like to say that I'm a prosecutor. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
You're the plaintiff.
Okay.
So I would like to say that in all of this, I have not used one indirect source like NGSun has. He's let me think. Take back what I said about he was. I didn't mean he was or he is anything like that. I'm just saying there's significant evidence to say that he had stolen or is illegally using an illegal item at his own base. And he has proven time and time again that he is completely fine with doing illegal things. I think these are qualities that should be punished by the server. That's all.
Thank you, Allmostacat. NGSun, closing statement.
So I'm being charged with what again, please? Can you tell me?
You're being charged with. You're already going to be charged for the duping. You've already been proven guilty of that.
Duping and yeah.
But you are also being accused of count 3, general server mischief, and the public conduct clause. You do defendants' actions caused widespread server balance, player distress, and emotional damage. You're also being accused of the plaintiff suffering damages, emotional distress, economic loss equal to roughly 12 netherite blocks of fair market value. Reputational harm, as several players accuse plaintiff of being complicit in the duping scandal.
So on the count.
Also, another one I may say is being near, like, and surrounding yourself with an actual thief, being adjacent to an actual thief. It's on the other lawsuit, like, thing I made on the Discord. Just wanted to say
that. With the what's it called? The widespread panic, am I right? That's one of my charges.
Yes, I do believe so. Yes, well, he says widespread server imbalance. So, like, you messed up the economy, is what he's saying.
That, in my defense, that is not what I was doing. What I was doing was, because I saw the crimes happen, and I actually didn't see them physically happen. I saw what was left of the crime. I went and documented everything. After I documented, I told everyone, and everyone was actually trying to figure it out too. So why would that be widespread panic? Is the main question.
I think this actually correlates to the dupings. Like, because of you duping, you
that doesn't really refer to any. I don't know what you just brought up, but it doesn't. That the widespread panic and whatever church doesn't refer to that at all. I had no idea about that.
Doesn't it have a title duping? Because he messed up the economy.
It means duping and and stolen goods and anything like that.
Okay. You may continue, NGSun.
I guess I'm done, yeah.
You're done with your closing statement?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment to figure out what I want to do here.
Okay.
I'm going to have to
Also,
write.
Austin, all of the charges listed